Alright, this is my overhead boom arm clamp that I've come up with to hold my workpieces down to the table. Now I've got a set of step clamps that I bought when I bought this drill press. I don't know, maybe it's been probably a couple years ago now, but I basically haven't been able to use them all that much because I'm covering the metal table, which has the slots in it that allow you to put these T-nuts in there, use whatever length bolt you want, and then use your combination of whatever step and clamp you're going to use on that particular piece that you're drilling. So they work like this, and then there's a nut that goes on here and gives you the ability to put that downward pressure on your piece to hold it to the table. Okay, so they've just kind of been sitting under my drill press gathering dust. I've used them on a couple of occasions, but not, other than that, not too much. So I can use them again now, and here's the reason why. I'm going to get this out of the way, but I'll show you later how I can use them. So here's my clamp that I have now, and it's nothing more, let me take this out of here, nothing more than this is a 40 by 40 millimeter extrusion, and into that I drilled a series of 5/16 holes. These two are just off center, and then going either direction it's 2 inches, 4 inches, and then out here it's 5 inches off of this. So 2, 2, and 1. And through that hole, through those holes, I can push my knob and bolt that lock into this T-nut, which is riding in my fence up here. So if I put that back in here, now you can see I'm going to move this into this position. Once I lock it into that T-nut, now I can slide this wherever I want it and get the holding power that I want. Let's say my piece is, a big piece and I want to hold it out here in the middle, or if I want to hold it right in here close to my work, I'd have to have some kind of a pad, to do that. What I have to be conscious of is, you can see right there, this is in the wrong position because I'm hitting my drill press arm. So I've got to allow for that. So if I just move it back this way and position it there, now I clear that, and then let me just lock this down. Then I also have to be aware of where this is as well. So generally I'm not going to be, I've got, after I lock this down, let's just lock it down here. As soon as I contact my workpiece here, I've got more than enough clearance to get through my piece. So that works out pretty well. So I have to be aware of this right here, this clearance, and if I had chosen the other, I could do this, but if I wanted I could back this off into the other hole, and then that allows me to get this in even a little tighter, making sure that I will be clearing my chuck there, which is right about there. Now I can lock this down, spin this out here, and get my clamp pad underneath my bolt. As soon as I make contact with that piece, about all I really need is a half a turn to hold that steady, and now you see I've got room to do my work. So I'm excited about using this. I think it's going to be a great addition to my shop. The one thing I was thinking of doing was making a permanent pad to this. but then that means that I can't take it apart, and I don't want that. So I'm going to keep this kind of handy. This will be my clamping pad for holding down large pieces, I guess. And then I did drill this, by the way, on here. Right there is where I located it. And this is the way I held it down. I used a wooden step clamp this way. Or I could have, I should say. I didn't. But I can create a wooden step by doing this. Just make sure that your piece that you're drilling is the same thickness as this step out here, and then you're good to go. But that's it right there. Clamp. Maybe give this. I think I can give that like one turn because that's got some flex to it. But you can see there that's held in place, and that would work out well too. So going back to my step clamps, like I was saying before, I am now able to use those. If I wanted to use a metal step, I could. All I need to do is get this in position, get this up a little higher. And now let's just back this off a little bit. There, now as soon as I contact that metal, about a half a turn, and that's held it solid. You know, that's, I could pull it away, but it's I don't think it's going to pop up on me. And if I think I'm going to make another one so I could put fingers on both sides to make sure that I don't get this thing cockeyed and you know, end up drilling a hole that's not going to be squirting my surface. But for right now, I think this is a good solution right here. But it's really nice at how easy it is to get it in position. Ready to go. You know, got my clearance. My work's not going anywhere. And if I wanted to drill a through hole, let's do that. Let me get another piece in here, another small piece, and let's drill a hole once. Hang on a second. Let's just put this in here. Like so. I don't want to go through that. Well, no, I guess I didn't. Because I don't want to get into this piece. This is a nice piece. But you can see how easy that was. Held it in place. Didn't have to worry about it. Had my hands out of the way. And everything looked good and worked great. So if I want it out of my way then, spin it. And it's out of my way. Or I can just remove this and take it off without any trouble at all. Get it completely out of my way.